Welcome to AlphaCars and Motorcycles. Today I'm very excited to show you this 2023 Range Rover Sport SC Dynamic, and this vehicle is available at the date of this video posting, so check it out on our website alphacars.com. You'll be able to see all the specifics on it, the pricing, the availability. You're just one click away there, or give us a call 978-263-9000. In this video, we're going to do a full condition overview of this Range Rover. It really presents as a new vehicle. It only has 9,000 miles on it, and from the protection standpoint, you could actually say it's better than new, but we'll learn why in this video. If you're new to the channel, welcome to AlphaCars. We share exciting motoring content on things like this Range Rover, so definitely subscribe so you don't miss out. But now, let's take a closer look at this Land Rover. Starting out, let's talk a little bit about the vehicle history. Of course, there's not much as it's a 2023. It's a one-owner vehicle. A local AlphaCars customer actually ordered this new, and they had us do a lot of paint protection and underbody protection on this vehicle as well, which I will talk about that more in just a few minutes. So like I said, they ordered it new. They actually ordered it with this Firenze red color. This color is pretty spectacular to see in person, especially depending on the lighting changes. So, and I believe it's kind of a hard color to find these vehicles in. That's why they ordered it new with this color and these options on it, which I think overall it just presents very, very nice. Now let's talk about the protection it has as we look at the exterior condition. So this does have paint protection film on the partial front end. So the full front bumper, the headlights, it goes up about half of the hood, about a quarter of the hood. We can see there's a line here. Only in the right lighting, you can see there's a line where the paint protection film ends. And then it goes up like a quarter of the fender right here as well. And then the rest of the vehicle has a ceramic coating on it. And the underbody, we did an extensive underbody rust preventative coating on this vehicle. We do actually have a separate video. We dismantled a lot of the underbody paneling and such to really get to every cavity and nook and cranny to protect this vehicle from any sort of corrosion or rust for a long time. So that'll be linked right now if you want to take a look at that. But now let's focus just on the current exterior condition. Starting at the windshield, it really looks perfect. If we take a look at the roof, amazing big sunroof. We've got those kind of dual fin antennas. Those look pretty cool in my opinion. If you do see a little bit of green dust, it is spring here in New England. A little bit of pollen has just fallen from being in the air. So the car's only been outside like 20 minutes, but that's just what we're dealing with right now in New England. So I do want to mention that there's nothing wrong with the paint surface or anything. It's just a little bit of pollen that's blown on the vehicle. We can see all the trims, the nice black trims, all the glass presents perfectly. Let's take a look a little bit closer at the front bumper. I love the styling of this vehicle, how the bumpers are just super sleek and tidy. It actually helps with maneuvering the vehicle around, because while it is a SUV, it actually is pretty easy to maneuver, especially with the camera system it has, and the fact that the bumpers don't really stick out past where you're seeing the end of the hood or the tailgate. I think that's pretty neat as well. Checking out the front bumper, all looks great. And as I said, with that protection, it's really better than new. You could buy one of these new, and you could drive it 5 minutes down the road, and if you run into the right conditions, you'll immediately have paint chips on the hood. You could have rock chips on the bumper. So with the physical paint protection film on the front of this vehicle, and then the ceramic coating on the rest, protecting the rest of it from maybe water spotting, UV rays, the salt in the New England winter, things of that nature. It really has all that protection included. It adds a huge value, as it's really not cheap. Really, it's an investment when you do all that on a new vehicle, and that's all included on this Range Rover. And we can just see, I'm slowly just moving the camera around the vehicle here, and there's not like a single scratch or ding or anything, just a little bit of dust here and there from the pollen. Checking out these wheels. I love the color. I love the spoke design. All presents very nicely. No chips or curb rashing or anything on those. Now making our way around the back. The vehicle actually has some paint protection film on the back as well. On this section of the bumper here, it actually has full paint protection. We applied. This customer, like I said, they're a local AlphaCars customer, and they take awesome care of their vehicles, and they're very particular about them, you know, in a good way, just very meticulous. So this vehicle, we pulled out all the stops to really make sure it's going to be protected properly for a long time. Now going down the passenger side here, the gloss and the depth of the paint is just crazy impressive. And I mean, I don't believe I see any irregularities in the paint reflecting. I mean, you're watching the same video I'm looking at here. All looks really nice. Now checking out the passenger side wheels. You can see even the brake rotors, the brake calipers, everything just presents as new. No corrosion or anything of that nature. Let me give you a better look now at the top of the hood. This is not an imperfection. This is just a little bit of kind of pollen that has just blown onto the vehicle. So I do apologize about that with the unique conditions we're dealing with today. But yeah, this vehicle, it's really quite impressive looking through it. Let's first check out the driver's quarters as I just make my way around. I like how the door handles, are flush with the vehicle until you unlock it or you get close. So you can see it comes out there. And if you unlock the whole vehicle, all of them will come out, but I can just unlock individual doors and they all pop out ready to use. So now looking in the driver's quarters, stunning interior, not a single imperfection or scrape or discoloration or anything. And I will thoroughly show you. Once again, even all the door edges, everything presents really nice. The edges of the vehicle, the door jambs. I mean, look how clean those door jambs are. That's awesome. Taking a look in the sort of front door jamb there. The condition of the seat material really presents as new. Like I said, no discoloration or anything weird going on there. Now if we step in, I'm gonna shut the door, and all we have to do is put a foot on the brake and hit our start button. Starts right up. All the screens are very responsive and really quick to use. They're not laggy or anything. And like I said, this is more of a condition overview. I will show you some cool things as they come along. But this vehicle has so much tech and it has so many features and options you can go through. You'll just have to read the owner's manual and go through those things if you do end up purchasing the vehicle. But I will show everything works properly and the condition of everything is immaculate. As we look at the dash here, the dash material, the steering wheel, we can see all of our control pads here. Everything looks good. Steering wheel material all presents very nicely. I do like all the little kind of digital screens. So actually, if we push on this, that'll do our heated seat, which all works great. Then we can go back to our climate control. Of course, dual zone there. We even have a heated steering wheel. I believe that is one of the options this vehicle does have. These are our glove box controls, so we can pop loose our upper glove box. There is a nice outlet in there. And our lower glove box. And all of the original booklets, if I'm careful to take them out here, they are all included in the vehicle. With the vehicle, we can see all of the, there's the owner's manual and some of like the service booklets and stuff. That's all complete and it's all included. It'll be right here in the glove box for you. So I carefully put this away. And looking at the center console now, we have this sort of, I don't know if Land Rover calls it piano black, but I know a lot of other manufacturers do. just kind of this gloss black trim. And this is, I don't want to say easy to scratch, but if someone hasn't treated the vehicle with a lot of care, you'll quickly see marks and stuff on this type of trim. And this trim looks really, really great. There's a little bit of dust, like I said, from the pollen. We've got a big storage cubby here in the center. And even the cup holders right here, you can slide those back, and there's some media inputs down in this cubby. Sorry about that, there we go. Get the camera to see in there. And just a ton of space in here. You can see my whole hand kind of disappears there. And there is actually a cubby underneath the screen, kind of perfect size if you want to maybe put your phone in there or wallet or something of that nature. And lastly, while we're sitting in the driver's seat, let's just take a peek at the headliner. It all looks really nice. Let me put back our sunshade here for this huge sunroof. I just always like to show that these work properly, no abnormal noises, no like bunching or anything of that nature. Very nice. And then we can open up our sunroof here. And this, like I said, it's almost a full roof. It's a very large sunroof, and it opens quite a bit as well. Of course, I don't want any more pollen getting in here. So let's shut that. And then we can even have our sunshade come back. All works properly, all working great there. And I actually do have, I've been holding it, I actually do have the original window sticker. We can see our original retail price there, and all of the kind of standard options plus the factory options that were selected with this vehicle. You can pause the video there, probably get a good look at them. But all of these are broken down in our online listing, plus more. So definitely, like I said, check out our listing on our website. And as far as the mileage, right there, 9,994 miles. Now let's look in the back here. This rear door card looks great. Once again, this sort of glossy black trim. No scrapes or scratching or anything. All the door jambs look great, nice and clean. This color change is just a shadow. The clouds are getting a little bit thin right where I'm standing right now, so it is just shining in, but the material is all consistent. We can pull out our armrest here, where you actually have plenty of storage, and then the front has cup holders here. So that's all very nice. And then the rear seats are heated, and then there's also some vent controls here, I believe is what those are. And then plenty of fast charging options back here for your passengers. Looking at the carpet, we of course have our protective plastic on there for the time being until the vehicle is sold. But as you can tell with the rest, it really just presents as a new vehicle would in the showroom. Now let's go over to the passenger side. Passenger side front. We can get a better look at the driver's seat. I want to show you everything from all angles. Of course, full disclosure here, I want to do a full tour. And the center armrest looks great as well. Let me put the window sticker up there for now. Looking at the passenger seat, once again, nothing out of the ordinary. Presents really like new condition. And the carpet down here. And there's actually even more storage I've just found in this cubby underneath here. And it looks like there's actually some sort of charger over there, charging port. Looking at the passenger door card, all presents really nice. Got some nice cubbies here, and it is sort of like carpet or felt lined. Door jamb looks great. All these door jambs present very nicely. And now lastly, looking in this one, we're just that thorough here, like showing you all the nooks and crannies, even the door jamb. So checking out this one now, nothing abnormal there. The Looking at the back of the seats, this car does have some nice accessories hooked on to the back of the seats. Of course, those are removable as well. And let's get the camera to focus in here. And these rear seats are just looking very, very nice. I will note maybe just a couple little scuffs in this actually like thick stainless steel or aluminum kick plate. But looks like just maybe a couple people might have gotten in with their feet kind of dragging right here. Like I said, full disclosure, nothing to hide there, but as to be expected with a using a material like that in a place like that. Now let's open up our tailgate. There's a little button there. And this is super impressive. Even check out the condition of this rear bumper. We can actually see a little bit of the edge of the paint protection film that's all applied back here. So then if you did unfortunately bump the rear bumper, getting something in the car, it will protect it. And I don't believe that's happened at all. We can see all the edges of everything. There's no scuffing or anything in the back here. It all presents really nice. You can see the button to open the hatch and then the incorporated LED plate lights there. Everything else looking great. I will show you a few of the features back here once we just take a look at the sort of hatch gasket and the door jambs here. This is just a little bit of dried water that had dripped down. Everything's looking nice. The car has some nice accessories with it. Let me lay them out and we'll take a close look. And now I've laid them out just carefully on the clean pavement over here. All genuine Land Rover stuff here that was optioned with the vehicle. So we have a nice sort of storage cubby there, organizer for the trunk, full set of carpet mats, all looking great, and a full set of the all-weather rubber mats that you can put in there for the inclement weather. So that's all included with the vehicle. It all looks great. There's also this genuine trunk liner here. We have a nice tonneau cover or cargo cover. All works great. And then I will show you a couple nice little features back here. We can actually raise and lower the air suspension depending on maybe you had it. Right now the vehicle is in the kind of low setting for the road, but if you did have it in a higher setting, depending on the driving you're doing, and then you needed to load something, you can actually raise and lower it right here. So if I push this button, I'm gonna raise it. You can see there, and then I can also let out the air. We can hear the air bleeding there. And it all goes back down just where it was. So that's really cool. You can do that right from here. And then there's also what looks like window switches, but it actually, this is to put the seats down. So if I need to hold the button, there we go. I had to give it a second click. So it actually puts the front seats up just a tiny bit to make sure that these rear ones clear. So, and this tonneau cover you can remove as well. So a ton of storage space in the Range Rover here. And I don't think there's really ever been much cargo back here. We can see the condition of the cloth or the carpet on the back of the seats looks perfect. And now we can raise everything up as well. We can see there's no abnormal noises. It all works as designed, and then the front seats just went back as well. And we can even lift this up, and there's a little sort of additional storage compartment cubby you have here, or you can keep things from sliding around up there. So really the possibilities are almost endless in the trunk of this Range Rover. And if I pick up on our floor there, we can see full-size spare with the same exact wheel and tire, and then the toolkit and everything else is in there as you would expect. So now if we fold all this back down, that all latches back in very nicely. And then there is this, I believe this is a first aid kit, but usually that's what these are. That is included with the vehicle as well, just sitting there. Really everything is complete, as if you just would have ordered it and bought it from Range Rover, or from Land Rover rather. But like I said, you could say it's better than new, because the new cars don't have the paint protection, don't have the underbody protection as this one does. And now I've carefully loaded everything back in, ready for the next owner, and we can hit our button, and that lowers flawlessly there. And now let's just pop the hood. We'll check out the condition of the engine bay. We just find a little release here, there it is. Of course, pneumatic struts, so we can do it one-handed, and everything presents really nice in there and here. Like I said, a little bit of pollen dust, so I apologize about that. But we can see like the fender bolts, nothing's been touched there. All the cowls and everything are in great shape. I'll let you listen to the engine idle. So, very smooth running engine. Of course, in great shape with the vehicle being a 2023 with only 9,000 miles on it here. So now I'm gonna hop in and we'll just go for a quick spin around the parking lot. So I'm not gonna go on the public road and film and drive. I'm just gonna be in our parking lot. I'm just gonna show you putting it into drive. And let's just take a little lap around AlphaCars. We actually have another Range Rover over there. I believe that's the generation before this one. You can see some of our service bays on the left there. And some of our service cars. And now coming back around, some more service vehicles. And yeah, the Land Rover drives really smooth, drives great. Of course, I don't want to say, I keep saying, I guess, like a new vehicle, but it's almost what it is with this low of mileage and the care that was put into this vehicle and the treatment that it received. So now we're parking back in front, and all I'm going to do actually is hit the park button, and then I'll turn off the engine. And everything's working great. We can hear the air suspension adjusting a little bit there, as you would expect with a vehicle with the automatically adjusting air struts. So that's all I have for you today with this condition overview of this 2023 Range Rover. Like I said, at the date that this video was posted, it is available. So you're just one click away from pricing and availability. If you just hit the link in the bio, or in the description rather, that will take you to our website. We do handle transportation as well. We have many shipping partners, so if you're not local, still, give us a call, reach out to us, and we can still work with you there. We try to make life easy and try to make it be a great, enjoyable buying experience, which is hard to find nowadays. So I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. This has been Ian reporting from our Boxborough showroom. Please leave a like and subscribe so then you don't miss out on the latest motoring content.